Welcome to FTMO Performance Talks, the podcast about trading performance for serious traders. In this episode,
this guy would go to the showrooms and he would sit in a Ferrari. He would visualize himself finally getting to that success.
I wouldn't be using the visualization like that.
It's a frustration.
It's a frustration.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Performance Talks. I'm Michael.
And my name is Nelle. And today we're gonna talk about visualization. The topic that is kind of trendy nowadays. You can see it everywhere on Instagram and so on. And as we were talking together, we also see it very often in our coaching sessions.
Yep.
Clients very often come with this topic because it's something, as I said, trendy. It's something really popular. You can see it everywhere, not just in a trade-in. It's like a tool that is supposed to help you to reach the success.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt. Maybe I would say that it's a first choice tool or something when someone decides to improve his personality, or I don't know how we can say it. When someone develops his personality
to get to the better themselves.
To better self.
Yeah.
So those terms are trending currently over past few years, and visualization to visualize better you or your goals is something any one of us can meet on social media. Or there was also, I think it was a movie, right? The Secret.
Oh yeah, true. There's that movie and there's a book also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, but it's a good point. So I think it's something regarding self-development, in general, a tool that is supposed to help you to get somewhere where you want to get, and that's why a lot of traders that are pretty hardworking individuals, trying to achieve their goals and so on, tend to work with this tool. And as I was sharing with Michael before, I got this client of mine that I think is using visualization in some sort of counterproductive way when it could actually motivate him a little bit, I think, at some point. So it's not totally bad way, but I just think when it comes to trading process, it's not really serving him good in a good way. And to get to it, so this guy would go to the showrooms and he would sit in a Ferrari. He would visualize himself finally getting to that success, getting into that best version of himself, and really achieving the things he wants to achieve and so on. But then when he thinks about it before the trading sessions, I think it's actually working contrary.
Yeah. Because it can bring us back to expectations. We love talk about expectations because
it's a crucial topic.
It's a very, very powerful thing, and I think that it's behind many trading errors. We talk about it always. So when you imagine that in the beginning of your trading session, you will think about how rich you are, how successful trader you are, that you make lots of money out of trading, and then you look at your account. For example, you don't see the results you already want. You have smaller account than you want, and then
it's a frustration.
It's a frustration because you think in your head that you have much more than you have the reality check. And it can be painful. So that frustration, and you want to overcome this frustration, then maybe it could trigger over trading or over leveraging.
Or revenge trading.
Or revenge trading, yes. Because I want to be in that mental spot I've been before. I'm driving Ferrari, I'm just over it, I'm super successful trader. But then there is a discrepancy between the reality and my ideas.
And then what you do is basically you're just lying to yourself because you're not at that point just yet. But there is like a good part of visualization as well. Like a lot of athletes use it, a lot of like high performing people use it. And in trading, it can be like super beneficial. I think you've done some research about that yesterday. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yep. The thing about visualization is that you use your creativity, your thinking, your fantasy to imagine certain situation or object or whatever you can. Everyone knows how you can imagine something or dream about something. And when you do that, the electric activity or stimulus in your brain is very similar to when you would be doing the activity itself. So, for example, when I will be thinking about that I'm riding a bicycle, then similar brain areas will be
Activated.
turned on or activated. Same like I would be actually riding the bike. And that means that this is a very good tool or technique how we can learn without actually doing it. So as you said, for example, when there is a high performer sportman, we can think of race car driver, for example, and you will be like in your head driving the track you need to go. So you will think that you are going to the turn, you brake, you take sharp, you steer the wheels and stuff like that, and you just go through it and over and over and over again, and then you can do it better when you will be doing it like during the race, for example. But if you would be thinking that you are just standing on the box like with the gold medal and spilling champagne around, of course it's a nice idea, but I believe that it's not going to help you that much. In some points, maybe it's good to think about those things so you can make it more real, that like you can start to believe that it can happen, of course, no doubt about that. But on everyday basis, I wouldn't be using the visualization like that. Because when we think about trading, and the example of your trader, I believe that he could use it different way, because just thinking about nice car is not going to help me with my trading, most likely, because every trader faces fear of missing out,
exactly,
greed. Everyone, even the best traders we work with, everyone is a human.
Everyone has emotions.
Yes, time to time you just slip, you make a mistake, and when this happens, you can prepare for that. So you can prepare those type of situations
because if you have like different scenarios in your head, you can even adjust your expectations again, right? Like you can have more realistic expectations, and then you can already have like a plan A, plan B, plan C, because like in trading, everything is like kind of unpredictable still. Like you never know for 100% what is going to happen, right? Like you never have that clarity or certainty. So basically it's the best to be prepared for all the options. And that's again like visualizing that sort of like a trading process rather than visualizing some sort of like an outcome.
Yep, and there are many practical examples you just like started talk about. Because for example, when I know that my weakness as a trader is that when I got a stop loss by fraction of pip, I can get frustrated, and then I can mess up with my trading. I can revenge trade and stuff like that. When I enter the trade, I can visualize that this is actually happening. So I can visualize that I just got stopped out, and then I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm just closing my laptop. I go away. That's fine, and I'm making this like
believe that I can do it stronger.
Yeah, because my brain already experienced that in my fantasies.
You were able to do it, even though it was only in your head. You were still able to perform as you wish.
Yes, because when you do this, you also build, like when you actively use visualization, you build neural paths between neurons and like very complicated stuff. But the thing is that you can prepare yourself for the situation, and then you know what to do. And because you have already done it in your mind, it will be easier to do it when the situation happens. So you can prepare like this for this situation. You can prepare for the situation then that there is no trade today, and you just don't do nothing.
Yeah, because that's the right way.
Yeah, because that's the right way. And sometimes you just can visualize that you hold your trade till the TP. You don't close it earlier.
Yeah.
So all the scenarios you can think of, there are many scenarios, but the more you can think of and the more you are able to go like through in your mind, I believe that it's one of the best tools actually.
It is actually really great and powerful if you focus it on the process. And imagine that you are doing that on a regular basis. That means that you are experiencing these situations more and more all the time. And then once you are in that situation in reality, it's much easier to actually use that voice that it's the disciplined one, that voice that is inside of you and that has been silent for, months, years.
Or
like that voice is going to take over.
All, maybe.
Yeah, or maybe it wasn't there at all. But you were able to make this voice or make it stronger and, just lead, like let this voice lead your actions. So afterwards, you are able to actually do what you were visualizing.
Yeah, and I like what you say, because visualization is also used for treatment of, let's say, phobia or post-traumatic stress disorder. Because when I'm not able, for example, to touch the spider because I'm freaking out, maybe I can do it in my mind because it's not that scary. You can think of little spider or something. And same goes for trading, because sometimes, and some traders, and I mean everyone, it was also a case for myself, it was very difficult for me to accept stop loss, for example, or to hold my trade to take profit.
Yeah.
It was very, very difficult. But the thing is, if there is something you cannot do yet, you can think about it, that you are able to do it, and the process, how you are doing it over and over again. So you train yourself in a simulator. It's same like you would go for a flight simulator. You are not able to fly the plane, but you can be in a simulator because it's a safe environment.
And then you are also like changing the perception of different situations, right? Because let's say when it comes to the stop loss or when it comes to holding the TP, if you know, and like I can say that majority of my clients know that they're not supposed to like touch the stop loss or that they're supposed to let the trades run, like statistically that's something what is working for them. But then they're not acting really in a rational manner because they're emotional. And of course, like it's something what human being, like feel like. So then if you're like changing that perception, like through that visualization, like you are able to visualize that you are able to do that, you kind of like making that perception of what is like good for you even stronger as well. Even in these situations when you're emotional, like you're not letting that voice that used to be louder before, to take the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah. And regarding that other visualization that we are like talking about before, I just want to say that like I don't think it's something what is like totally bad, you know.
You mean visualizing
the goals? Yeah. I just think like it's important to highlight here that it's not like bad.
Absolutely.
Like in general. Sometimes it can really like motivate you, right?
Yes, it can motivate you, or it can, for example, when you have lack of confidence that something cannot happen, that you cannot achieve it, it's good. Like think about it, that you have done it, that you holding the medal, that it's real, because you need to open your mind that I can do it. Fine, but you are not going to do it just by thinking I can do it.
Yeah.
I need to think how I will do it.
So let's just make this clear. You know, like use it as motivation. Maybe you can do it like during the weekends or on the days when you are not really training. But once you are, I don't know, before training session, use this visualization, what we are talking about. Like really try to, you know, like focus on the process even ahead. Because that's the only way that's gonna like help you through the process.
Yeah, it's you need to be prepared, because if I'm not prepared and then there is a stress situation, you know, we know how it goes. You just lose yourself. You can overtrade, you can revenge trade, and then in the end of the day, of course, it's not nice. So preparation, training, that's something what helps, and I believe that without proper preparation, it's incredibly difficult to just achieve that goal someone is setting for himself.
Yeah, and then what is the chance that you're actually really gonna sit in that Ferrari?
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's maybe everything from myself about this that's coming on my mind.
And what I would just add is if you want to use the visualization to the best advantage for yourself, just really focus on the process rather than sit in Ferrari.
Yeah, true. So good luck.
And as always, trade safe.
This was FTMO Performance Talks. For more episodes, follow us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcast, or subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content from FTMO. See you next time.